Welcome back, folks. Alright, so this is the fourth request video, and folks, this one comes to us from user SCBYE2QM2Y. I think I got all those letters and numbers correct, and I don't know how to pronounce that, so I'm not even going to try. But I definitely appreciated the comment and the idea, and the fact that you called it Gold Rush Mountain actually brought a smile to my face. So folks, just to show you on the map where we're at and what we are doing. Now, there's, some of the stuff is the same. For example, some of the Endura carrots, etc. But a lot of it is not. For one, we're going to have some caves here. There are a couple of shrines. In addition, we're going to find some, bad guys and stuff that are going to be a little bit of a surprise. I went ahead and pre-stamped and pre-pinned some areas just to make sure I'm not missing a bunch of stuff. But there's a couple of, points of interest here with some free lootables. And Endura carrots and, just the whole nine. So it's going to be kind of a smorgasbord video. There will be a little of this and a little of that. Speaking of, there's going to be a Luminous Stone Talus there. Hinox inside a cave. That was a lot of fun to find on my first playthrough, by the way. Instead of coming here for Hardy Durians, I found a Hinox in a cave. Alright, so yeah, kind of surprised at myself that I haven't been here by now, for the Endura carrots, if nothing else. I've kind of been complaining about a lack of them throughout my walkthrough. They're not at the Great Fairy Fountains anymore, so that's, a lot of Endura carrots just gone. Alright, so, speaking of fun stuff here, go ahead and toss an apple into the offering tray here. And for 24 hours in Hyrule, all of our caves are going to be marked. Very, very cool feature. And there's a blast from the past, Lord of the Mountain. So yeah, guys, Gold Rush Mountain. As soon as I read that comment, I was like, well, we got to do that. And that was kind of like the nail in the coffin to the whole let's just do them all thing. I was like, okay. Yeah, there's no way I'm not going back to Gold Rush Mountain, so there it is. And now you know how I make important decisions in life. Alright guys, now there used to be like hardy truffles and stuff behind those boulders. There are no longer, so super sad. In fact, I don't think there's even hardy radishes here anymore. I kind of took a picture of one of each and walked around for a little while and nothing ever beeped. So yeah, it's kind of disappointing, actually. But the Silent Princesses are still here. This is where our old shrine used to be. You got your Ushroom still in place. Tulin. Those were as good as mine until you sneezed. Alright guys, so here's another one of my cooking pots, just to kind of point out another little hot spot here. Nothing too fabulous, but you do need some of this stuff for suit upgrading, especially those nightshades. And sadly, I have not found a diamond hiding under a rock. Okay, so onward to our next little cooking pot brings us to our first bad boy nest. So in case you're wondering why I whistle at them, that was totally the wrong button. Alright, might as well get the attack power while we're at it. And I really want to trash this weapon, so that's going to happen. Probably not the best enemy to do that with. That's okay. It still does the job. Not a bad freaking weapon. I was just talking about those for the Rock Octoroks, by the way. Might actually even keep that one for a thunderstorm moment, or maybe for my next Thunder Dragon. Alright, here's the rest of our Endura carrots, right where they used to be. Alright, so that pretty much wraps up this little plateau here. There's actually a treasure chest and a skull down there. I'm going to hit that first. So, fun trick with the bears, guys. You can actually mount them. So if they're aggroed on you, you don't even really have to fight them. You just mount them and then get down, and then they just kind of run away. Let's see if I can do that here. I guess he's already running away. Okay. So you got your treasure chest inside the skull. Go ahead and grab it. That's a really good tipper for an arrow, you know, assuming you hit that shot. I wouldn't try to put that on a weapon, though. It breaks after like 1 or 2 swings. Alright, guys. Got one of our famous bullseyes here. My left foot was in the bullseye. Does that count? No, it probably wouldn't count. That'd be like on the border. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and go on up the hill at this point. Now, there used to be like all sorts of goodies in here, you know, like honey and hardy durians. It's just not that lucrative as it used to be. But, you know, the mountain overall is still worth a visit. Like I said, I meant to come here earlier on in the walkthrough. I just kept getting sidetracked with different things, and it was kind of one of those things I knew I wanted to do. It just kept getting, you know, put off too much, and here we all are. Okay, next Korok seed right here in the hollow stump. And from here, yet another Korok seed. So if nothing else, it's really good for the Korok seeds, you know, even if you don't need the cooking ingredients. But you guys know me and my seeds. So yeah, just like BOTW, real good spot for these seeds. Got another honey there. That's a first. Okay, I had to whistle at him. Suppose I could have just left him alone. That's my problem, guys. If there's a red button sitting right there in front of me, I'm gonna push the thing. And if there's a little sign in embossing tape that says "Do not push," then I'm really gonna push the thing. I mean, unless it said why not to push. You know, if it said "Do not push," may cause nuclear disaster. Okay, I'm probably not going to push the button anymore. But I'm still going to ask about it. Like, are you guys sure pushing this button is going to cause a nuclear disaster? Like, has anybody tried it? And if they look at me cross-eyed, then I might ask for a supervisor, because I need to know. So yeah, this Korok seed is all over the place. Got some dragonflies here. Can't seem to get my hands on them, though. Ooh, sneaky river snails. I keep forgetting about those. If it's not nighttime, I tend to space on them, so I'm kind of glad I ran into that one. Alright, I'm getting sidetracked. Back to our Korok seed. Chillfin trout, baby. There they are. So yeah, definitely a lake that's worthwhile to loot, even in TOTK. Alright folks, so now we were opposite end of the skull there. And I just can't help myself picking up the rocks. Alright, so just like before, we got some more Endura carrots. I totally forgot to put a cooking pot down here. Matter of fact, I wonder if I forgot to put one down over here by the tree. No, I got it. Okay, good. So just like before, you'll find 3. And the Silent Princesses. Probably one of the better looting spots in the game for those besides Kakariko Village. And some more nightshade to boot. Lots of nightshades here. If we had actually come here earlier in the game, that would have made our super suit upgrading a lot easier. I got some more insects here. Again, seem to have... Thanks, Tolan. Appreciate that. It's good to know you've always got a sneeze ready to go when it's most inconvenient. And honestly, I think the Thunderwing butterflies only spawn if it's raining. Alright guys, now there used to be some loose stuff in here. You know, Octoroks are still here, by the way. Wanted to make sure I hit the rest of the stuff around this lake here. Okay, there you are. Mighty fish. Alright, heading on over to the Octorok Forest. That's what I call it. I don't know what the game calls it. But, yeah, I tend to get pelted right upside the nugget from like 15,000 different directions while I'm in here. It is target practice on my head. Ouch. Where'd that come from? Ah, sneaky. So, you know, getting back to how Nintendo watches. So something I complained about in BOTW a lot was I wish climbing was more deliberate. I hate this whole you're just running around and all of a sudden you start climbing. Because sometimes you just can't see what you're doing, and you're just trying to run away, man. And then Link is trying to freaking climb something stupid, and you didn't want to climb in the first place. See, I just wanted to point that out. Just one more thing Nintendo didn't feel the need to help us out with. I'm not complaining. No, not a complaint. Not angry. I'm observant. Ouch. So yeah, if you guys ever make another Nintendo game... Nintendo game. I just caught that. I was like, wait, something didn't sound right. So yeah, if you guys ever make another Zelda game... Please make the climbing more deliberate. There should be a button I should have to push there, you know, to latch on. Just saying. Unless you're gliding. Yeah, actually even gliding, too. Because there's times I just don't want to climb, you know, latch onto something while I'm flying around. So it'd be nice if I had a button there that I could push that would initiate the climb. Hey guys, there's our Endura carrot. I think that's one I stamped. Yes, it is. Okay, and there used to be 2 Endura carrots by trees. I don't think there is anymore. I think the other one's just a mushroom, unless I got my lines crossed here. But I remember there was an Endura carrot by a bigger tree, and one by a smaller tree. So yeah, maybe just not in this game. Oh, there it is. Okay, kind of glad I found that, because when I did my dry run, I was like, wait, I could have sworn there was two, but I'm only finding one. I should have taken a picture and searched it. Alright, so this is the boulder. We needed stasis to slow that rock down so it would actually go in the hole there. And I always seem to have trouble getting this thing up here, so you might have to do some creative side-to-side on that. Booyah. Alright, so moving right along, now I'm going to start hitting my pins. And this is where that bad boy nest was, by the way, and there's our luminous stone guy. So you know what, I might actually hit him first. And it's raining in my game, so this is going to be an interesting fight. And that's okay, I like interesting. Interesting is fun. I'm glad I noticed that. Okay, now this is a spear kill. I wasn't thinking about that beforehand. Anytime they have that sweet spot on the back like that, I always like to use a good strong spear for the fight. And I don't really think I have one crafted right now, so I'm gonna try to trash that Zora spear while we're at it. So yeah, just a little bit of creative footwork there. Should keep you relatively safe. Now these Talus hearts, sometimes I'll fuse them if I've got a weapon without anything else on it, and sometimes that'll help me out in dark spots, you know, as long as it's equipped. The depths comes to mind, but it doesn't really light up your world. It's just kind of like right around where you're standing. So it's helpful, but minimally helpful. I just happen to have something there without a tipper, so I might as well. Okay, so 21, you know, not great on attack power for tipping. But again, something's better than nothing. So for the time being, I'll just go ahead and hold on to it. Worst case scenario, sometimes my rock hammer will break, and I use that as a backup rock hammer. Alrighty, so once you got your stone Talus out of the way, not really anything else up here as far as lootables, unfortunately. Now, there's some stuff in them trees over there. And notice there's a shrine over there. I'm going to try to show you that mount now with the bear. Just like a horse, guys, you got to soothe. Hit that L button. And as soon as he's tamed, just feel free to jump off and he'll run away. Or, you know, you can kill him and try to get some decent meat out of the deal. Okay, now I forgot to put a cooking pot here as well. And I actually think these are carryover from BOTW. Okay, still got your stall moblins at night. The difference is you can't see them until they pop up. They're not like laying on the floor. So, yeah, honestly, I don't normally bother with them. They don't have the Dragon Ball Moblin Club, so just kind of something I don't want to be bothered with right now, if I'm being honest. Alright, so what I'd really like to do is go ahead and get that shrine activated. And I'm going to hit this other spot. So, you know, I kind of had a change of heart. I was going to hit this other stuff first. But I really want to get the shrine activated. For one, it's got some altitude to it. So, you know, you can use it for a launching point to fly around. So, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and hit that spot first. Then we'll kind of come back and circle back around to this spot. And while I'm at it, there's also going to be a Korok seed there. And it's... I think there was one there in the old game as well. I'm going to take a wild guess, and that'll get me close. So yeah, it's another Korok seed. Okay, there are some swift violets around here too, so again, you know, good picture-taking opportunity if you really need to search those things. Alright guys, so this lake, I think there used to be some loot on here, but nothing too fabulous. Maybe a frog or two. Notice no more Korok seed in the empty hollow stump here. But without fail, I have to check it anyway. I know there's nothing there, But if I'm here, I'm going to check that hollow tree stump. I don't know what it is. Okay, but there is a Korok seed in this hollow tree stump. It just dawned on me when I was at the top of this mountain, I totally forgot the Korok seed up there. So we'll have to circle back around to that as well. Alright, so the apple forest is safe and sound. Feel free to loot whatever apples you need, want, etc. You'll find some golden apples here too, by the way, so if you really like using those in your meals for, you know, blood moon bonuses, this is probably a good place for you to check periodically. Alright, go ahead and activate your travel gate. Okay, so not much going on in the trees here this time. But we still have some swift carrots. Kind of funny, there's 2 bird eggs in there instead of a Korok seed. Someone had a sense of humor with that one. Alright guys, after you get all your goodies here, make sure you turn on your rune and, you know, make sure you're getting them all, because there are, you know, onesies and twosies of pretty much everything here. Looks like I did a pretty good job there. Okay, so from here I'm going to hop down and check on this Korok seed. Okay, I remember him now. I knew that pin would get me close. But before I deal with him, go over here and say hello to this other guy. Okay, now before we actually do the Korok seed, I do want to go ahead and get my monster parts here. Why not? That thing should break soon anyway. There it goes. Bye-bye. Funny, I remember crafting it, but I never seem to remember to actually use it. This is me, just taking it all in. You know, I guess I can't complain too much, though. I've had quite a lot of attack power up lately. So all in all, you know, small victories. Alright, so we could build a Zonai device, you know, and get them up there that way. But honestly, you could just walk them around, too. There's kind of a soft grade. You can, you know, see it on the map. And that'll get him up here. He's actually got to go right... Let's see if I can pin that tree. Okay, he's got to go right up there. So again, you know, you could walk him up there, or you could build the Zona device. For my purposes, I'm just going to walk him up there. Have I ever mentioned this is my least favorite enemy in the game? I honestly can't remember if I've ever mentioned that or not. Ooh, lizards. 2 of them. Alright, beware the dancing idiot. I always like to kill him. There's not really anything down here. I just don't like him, so he's got to go. Ooh, lizards. This is why I like to be in stealth. So what time of day is it? 2:50. Okay, so yeah, this is lizard o'clock. Just to kind of show you on the map where I'm at right now. So guys, if you need hightail lizards, this is where you want to go. Oh, Silent Princess is here too, by the way. Oh, I must be getting tired, guys. Oh, it's 2:53. Okay. Yep. It's nappy time. Papa needs an 8-hour-long nap. Possibly even longer. Alright, that was the Korok seed I spaced on the first go-around, just to show you the map where I'm at now. And guys, I don't know what's going on with these beetles. Maybe I dreamed it or something, but I swear I saw this tree covered in beetles one time. And it was noon, or it could have been midnight, but I've checked both times now, and I haven't had luck either way, so... I don't know, hopefully someone, you know, can help me get my mind right with this thing in comments. Not only that, you know, it would probably be nice for other people to know too. I'll just go ahead and proceed on with the video here. So that pin right there is where my cave is going to be. There should be a bloopy out here. So there is. Oh, I actually hit him on the run. I think that's a first. Alright, so here's cave number 1. Satori Mountain Cave. How original. Alright, we have options. I'm gonna go right first. Right turn Clyde. Don't forget your rock salt. Oh, here's a fun little trick I found out by accident. You can actually use these for something besides just killing stall monsters. Check this out. And it doesn't even have to be close. You just gotta get it like within the proximity of these guys. Now I can move on. Alright, you got your typical cave loot up here. Alright, so that's a dead-end appendage, by the way. Moving right back out the way we came in. I'm going to take the next path to the right. That goes absolutely nowhere, so the only way left is left. I did not do that on purpose, by the way. Alright, so we're going to come to another, like, super confusing fork in the road. Same kind of plan, guys. Right first. Okay, dead end. Next right. Okay, not much going on in here. Next right. Should be the only way left. Remaining. Okay, I'm gonna go right first now. Okay, that's not the thing I was thinking of. Okay, I'm gonna come back to this. I'm gonna knock this other stuff out before I hop down into that next part. Okay, so these are not Horriblins. Nice shot, Tulin. decent gemstones in here. Alright, now that we got those out of the way, I'll go ahead and hop down this next segment here. Got another bloopy. Already truffle down below. Couple, actually. Okay, so we got two ways here. I'm gonna go left first. There he is. I was having trouble seeing him. He must have been right above my head there. So proceed on through our cave system here. I always like to take the time to get all the free lootables. You know, I got like 1,000 or something, guys. It just leaves you a trail of breadcrumbs. So, you know, if you're kind of getting stuck and, you know, you start kind of going in one direction, you notice everything's been looted. It's like, oh, yeah, okay, I've been here, got it. And then you can kind of go back. Just a little system I use in any kind of cave. Yep, so way out is the way across. Diamonds, baby! Wowzers! I don't think I've ever gotten 2 out of 1 gem node before. That goes down in the history book. Okay, so make note of this funny little statue-looking thing. So I'm gonna go right first. Quite a big and complex cave system. So I said right first, but I kind of messied up there. I meant to go in this one and then come out that one. So let's just pretend I did that for, you know, the sake of purpose here. Okay, so next little appendage. Not much going on in this one at all. But again, this is my trail of breadcrumbs. So I definitely take the time to grab all that stuff. Alright, so that's pretty much it, guys. That does it for the funny statue thing. And the reason I said make mental note of that is so you know how to get back out. Alright, find yourself an ascend point. I just kind of ran around the cave a little more, make sure I didn't miss anything, and I just happened to pop up out here. But honestly, it doesn't really matter where you pop up. That cave system kind of takes you all the way around like this region. So one way or another, you're going to be up good and high so you can fly down to our next destination, which is going to be right about hither. Yep, so right toward my green marker. Now this is where we used to find a diamond under a rock. Super, super sad when I picked up that rock and there was like nothing under there. And of course I just can't help myself now. I knew better, and I did it anyway. Okay, that treasure chest that's pinging, that's actually right below my feet there. Right in that Koroks cave, there's a treasure chest. Ooh, more lizards. So if you were shy on lizards for anything, you know, boots, climbing gear, whatever, you shouldn't be anymore. I'll go ahead and put another cooking pot down here. Now this is where that Korok seed is, so I gotta be careful on the map here. So from here, another fun little spot right below. So just like before, guys, lots of goodies here, and they added insects. So Tulin is going to be a problem here, watch. I don't know why I don't just shut him off when I'm looting like this. So So yeah, it's kind of like the old horse god, you know? All sorts of butterflies. Alright, very diverse looting to do here indeed. Alright, so I'm going to let the rest of the butterflies live. Alright folks, so right below you will notice the shrine pedestal, which is a dead giveaway. There's a crystal. This is where our Hinox is going to be. Okay, there he is. Before I deal with the Hinox, I want some height anyway, so I'm going to go up here and get this out of the way first. One of the better chests in Tears of the Kingdom. Okay, here he comes. So, I'm going to go ahead and just make quick work of him here from the air. Wow, we almost two-hit him. I don't even want to use my bow anymore. I feel like it would be a waste. Okay, as soon as he dies, the crystal will go falling. Okay, before I deal with the crystal, we need to get our bubble frog. Speaking of rock hammers getting ready to break. Now I got plenty of rocks in this cave. So that's actually good that, you know, my rock hammer is breaking and I'm actually in a place where I can make a new rock hammer. So this time I've got the rocks, but not the weapon. That would be just my luck. Lots of hardy truffles in this one too. They're usually tucked away on the ledges or edges. I don't know how I did it, folks, but it is way past my bedtime. It is 3:20, so yeah, I don't know. It's just, it happens. But I hope you enjoyed the video nonetheless, and once again, special thank you to user SC6YE2QM2Y. Definitely appreciated the tips. Definitely appreciated you, reminding me it was time to come here. Had a lot of fun making the video for sure. So folks, as always, please take a moment to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Always appreciated. And until the next time, best of luck and happy hunting.